Tonight, new images of Italy in crisis. The number of dead surging by 793, a total of 4,825 dead, making this the deadliest day so far anywhere in the world. Corpses wait here for cremation. The morgues are overflowing. 53,578 total cases, turning doctors into heroes and victims. At least 13 doctors have died. Our partners at Sky News visited a hospital in Cremona, one of Italy's worst afflicted cities. Hospitals are overstretched and at their breaking point. Doctors here work 12-hour shifts, only able to rest for a few hours. The doctors taking every precaution to protect themselves from the disease, changing gloves, masks, and protective clothes and outer layers, trying to keep their distance, but that's nearly impossible. These doctors have to regularly turn patients over to relieve pressure on their lungs. The hospital extending its ICU ward, and it's already full.
We opened this side of the department to intensive care only yesterday, and today it's already full.
Most troubling to doctors, the patients admitted to ICUs are increasingly younger. It's a warning to other countries. The virus can hit anyone. Tomorrow will be a month since the lockdown emptied the streets of northern Italy, but every day comes at an ever higher human cost.
This is the chapel at Cremona Hospital in northern Italy. The morgue is full, so bodies are being kept here until they can be buried. The intensive care unit has no beds left. Medical staff are struggling to cope.
A disaster is a tsunami, and we are here 12 hours a day. Only we are go to home for a few hours and come back here for the work, because we are here for the patients.
Despite their efforts, the number of dead keeps rising at a staggering rate. Military vehicles have for another day been transporting coffins for cremation near the badly affected city of Bergamo. Images Italians fear will be repeated time and again in the coming days and weeks.
793 in the country, the bulk of which 546 just in that region of Lombardy up north. The Prime Minister, speaking to the nation late on Saturday, said that the decision that he made for stricter lockdown measures, which include stopping all business and all factories from running, it was not an easy decision to make, but he said the country is facing its biggest challenge since World War II. And he made the decision after meeting with representatives of the unions as well as the associations representing the different industries. It was clear that mayors of the towns up north as well as regional presidents in different parts of Italy have been calling on the Prime Minister to do this. There are just too many people out and about going to work as well. And so therefore they've called on this measure to be put in place. That said, though, banks, supermarkets, pharmacies and transport still does continue. It's important, they say, what happens in this next 1 week. It's very crucial as we approach that 2-week mark since the lockdown was put in place.
Over the last 50 years, Cuban doctors have saved millions of lives in Latin America, Asia and Africa. Now, for the first time, a Cuban medical brigade is on the way to Europe.
There are 36 doctors behind me and 15 nurses. I've spoken to some of them over the last couple of hours, and I can tell you they're very proud. They insist they're going to Italy of their own free will, but many of them are very nervous.
Of course I'm scared, but when we went to fight Ebola in West Africa in 2014, we were scared too, but we fulfilled our mission there and we all came back.
What we're going to do is cure and bring relief not only to the Italian people, but the world's population. This is a global battle and we have to fight it together.
Why are you going on this mission if you know that Cuban doctors have died on past missions?
Because we are the Cuban people. This is Cuba, and we're always going to keep fighting.